You're an attorney in a big law firm. Maybe you're even managing a practice area. And you know that your firm is marketing, but you also know that there's very few digital assets related to the expertise of your department. You see, most law firms have excellent websites, but the practice areas are largely ignored. My name is Dr. Jennifer Gardella. I'm CEO of the Gardella Group, and my specialty is helping attorneys just like you ensure that their expertise is out there on the internet with blogs, social media posts, and websites. So, like I said, most law firms are excellent at marketing. They share information on super lawyers. They may share big awards that your attorneys win, how long people have been in practice, and maybe even big case decisions. But the problem is that the expertise of your attorneys, that nuanced work that they do, is not visible anywhere. So while the big law firm is excellent at sharing big news, your ideal clients are searching for experts. So your attorneys have tremendous expertise that is nowhere. When it comes to SEO, here's what no one tells big law firm attorneys and practice area managers. When it comes to SEO and now ranking in AI, your practice area is no different than a local law firm that has maybe 1 to 10 employees. I'm not kidding. You are competing as an expert, and the search engines and AI will evaluate bios, the practice area pages, current blogs, social media, backlinks, speaking engagements, media mentions, and thought leadership. So a family lawyer at a 1,000 person law firm like yours competes with the small family law firm, even the solo practitioners. Now, there are some big advantages to being in a bigger firm. I know that a lot of attorneys within firms refer into different practice areas. Your website probably has really strong website authority. There's a lot of backlinks coming into it. There's really strong brand recognition. And there are those bigger marketing resources, but they do not address the bigger issues. Your expertise gets buried. There's less content that is focused on your practice area, and it loses visibility. AI, so Google search looks for your practice area. AI even looks more granular. It looks for your expertise, it looks for your authority, those know, like, and trust factors. It looks for consistent posting on your blog and on social media, and it looks for depth of expertise. So again, while firm reputation is important, practice area content, that visibility for you and your attorneys is more important. So here's the reality. The marketing department their job is to promote the bigger firm, the entire organization. You have multiple offices, you have so many practice areas, but their job is more PR. It is about super lawyers, what's going on in the offices. Sometimes your speaking engagements can get some play. It's also about attorney recruiting, showing that you're a really good firm, all the rankings and awards, events and sponsorships. But if your expertise isn't attached to those things on a regular basis, it's not going to do your practice area any good. So again, this isn't a criticism of marketing, it's the reality of big law. Now, to hit again, the benefits: high authority domain, strong backlinks, large websites, huge volumes of content, and well-written attorney bios. So you probably have phenomenal pictures, your credentials look great, but there's not that nuanced content created. So here's what you have to do. You have to make sure that your practice area is really, that expertise is put into your blogs, social media, and newsletters. So to rank in AI, we need to prioritize your expertise. You need to really drill into your niche authority. AI will reward you around continually hearing the same thing about you, whether you're saying it or, just as importantly, someone else is. And generally, that firm content out of your marketing department will not be enough. SEO rankings are still a thing, even though a lot of people are now searching using AI. So SEO also rewards focus. It rewards topical authority. And people are searching in AI on their pain points. So you've got to have the content that addresses them. So let's talk about a family lawyer who meets an ideal client. They follow up with an email that goes out. But what else can they send to a prospect? Can they send a blog about something related to child custody, high net worth divorce, which a lot of big firms get handed? Can they send anything about a business valuation? How does mediation work rather than big litigation? If you have blogs and then they're shared on social media and your attorneys connect with clients on social media, then that is going to create the web that you need, that AI wants to see, that SEO wants to see. Same with M&A. M&A, mergers and acquisitions, is also a huge deal. So attorneys want to present business owners with facts. Prospects want to sell their company. That's a really big deal. So the question is, what is it about your attorney website demonstrates expertise? How does that ideal client prepare for a sale? What is due diligence and what does that process look like? What's the deal structure mean? And what does exit planning really involve? Same with a real estate attorney, or as I like to now call them, dirt attorneys. I didn't make that up. Someone told it to me in a meeting. But how does any small business owner, how does any big business owner deal with zoning and land use issues, developmental approvals, and now environmental concerns? So your practice area has to have all of that in the content on your website. Litigation, same way. A litigator meets a business owner that's facing trouble, or any individual facing trouble that's had a bad day, as I know a lot of attorneys like to say. So what are timelines look like for litigation? What is discovery going to include? Settlement options, how do we reach those? How do we demonstrate that your attorneys are ready to protect the client with risk? And also, how do you demonstrate that you're going to protect them from the first instance that you talk, right in that first consultation, right through settlement? So your attorneys need assets to share. They need assets to share with their ideal clients that they're talking with, and also when they're following up in networking conversations. Maybe there's webinars. How do they follow up with those? Prospect meetings, even existing client education efforts, so that instead of answering questions over and over and over, we can have the assets available so your ideal clients know that they're available. And then you also need to share all this in a big social media presence so that your ideal clients, your community, your networking people continually see you. That's the know, like, and trust that you need. So blogs will matter. Your firm, your practice area is more likely to rank if you are continually updating your blog. Demonstrate your expertise, answer those nuanced questions that people have. Your blog serves several purposes: to rank in AI, for you to rank in with SEO, with traditional Google search, and also it gives you great content to share out there on social media. So to that end, social media demonstrates your expertise. It amplifies that thought leadership. Doesn't happen overnight. It does take a lot of work, but attorneys then will have visibility and something to share. It extends the outreach of those blogs. So again, working within your firm guidelines, creating a practice area blog, creating a content library for AI to see, for SEO to index, and for your attorneys to share on social media as they build up those thought leaderships is what we want to happen. So we want to increase all of that visibility. So in closing, this is the work that I do. I bring this level of authority to the expertise that your attorneys already have. We work in a very research-based area where I focus on your ideal clients and creating content that they need to see from you out there. And then I make sure that you have a huge social media presence. So if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below. Or if you'd like to book a call with me about how your big law practice area can get more visibility on the internet, you can go to my website and I will put my call link below. Thank you.